The media and entertainment industry came together in force on Sunday at IBC2022 at the RAI in Amsterdam. The IBC Changemaker programme in the conference kicked off with sessions on diversity, inclusion, sustainability and mental health. In the forum, the RISE Diversity Organisation presented the Strive to Rise programme. The hashtag Gals and Gears session also looked at the work to build a more inclusive and diverse industry.
We're discussing really two things at once. The changing workflows and the technology that have enabled that, and at the same time some of the changing perspectives in the industry and bringing more diversity into our industry.
Meanwhile, the day's keynote was a conversation with Paul Maitchlis, presented in association with American Cinema Editors.
What's really useful is that no matter where you are, you can have access now to media coming down off the cloud. There's software that enables me to sit at home in London and run my Avid in Burbank with a director watching in Iceland, and that's incredible.
The IET and the IEEE BTS, two of the 6 co-owners of the IBC show, outlined their work in the industry.
We believe that greater diversity and inclusion is a tremendous asset for engineering and technology. And we start in early years schools and we work with parents in particular because a lot of it is about perceptions of engineering. We're also really keen on female role models. So we run a Young Woman Engineer Award and we tend to use those winners as ambassadors for the IET.
We have different activities, especially for diversity and inclusion. One of them is many of our members are mentors to young ladies who are either finishing their studies or in early career. We have funded a Tri-Engineering camp, which we do with IEEE, which is really meant for kids coming out of high school.
Out on the show floor, multiple exhibitors presented the latest production and post systems. NEP in Hall 5 outlined its work in content capture.
Specifically, we have a whole new global production ecosystem that we've put together. We have a new operating platform that connects all of our capabilities and facilities called TFC. We're bringing out a new version of our Media Bank product and a TFC Flow product. There's a lot going on at the moment. NEP is going through a real revolution of being what is already the world-leading broadcast services provider. We're connecting it all now, which means anybody can access anything from anywhere, anytime.
Avid in Hall 7 presented its latest editing solutions.
If you look at the industry, what its needs are today, people are talking a lot about cloud, they're talking a lot about distributed teams and how they're going to work in remote ways with users. And so we brought a number of innovations around one product called Nexus Edge, which is really a new way that people can work remotely in a post-production environment. We also are bringing some technology previews here at IBC, including new picture and sound workflows on how teams work between the picture and sound side of a business.
Next Edition in Hall 7 announced its new all-in-one media production system.
It allows us to be almost an OS for third-party system APIs. So things like archives and email and wire services like Reuters, for instance. And we bring them in virtually and they can be used and searched inside Next Edition without actually bringing the asset inside the system. So the speed of being able to turn something around is dramatically increased when you can access everything from one system.
The IBC Accelerators programme continued to present cutting-edge projects in the Innovation Theatre in Hall 2. This includes the 6th DOF audio-led project built for the metaverse.
At its core, it's an exploration of spatial content. This is the notion of content which audiences are free to move around in and have a first-person perspective on, specifically audio content.
It's very hard for any audience to interact with the broadcast. So we focused on solving that challenge by creating a clickable audio trigger.
For more on all the news from the show and information on what to see and do, find us at ibc.org or on the IBC app.